Yeah, this is really important. And this is why, if anyone's interest is piqued, I highly recommend they take your classes, because there's a lot of nuances that I didn't even understand, like you said, about what is legal, what is not legal. And most people wouldn't even know that. They would think, oh, let me just get in there and get the story no matter what. But that could lead them in a lot of problems. Just a couple final pieces. You are known as a storyteller, and you defend that in saying, yeah, it's important to tell a good story with attention and an arc and plot, because that's the way you get the information to someone in a time compressed world. Maybe speak on that, and I'm hoping you teach that on your courses as well. How important is it for someone to be a good storyteller?
It's the hardest part of the process. It's the hardest part. I mean, you got ethics is probably the most necessary part. I wouldn't say ethics is the most difficult part. Being able to, I get emails every day, I'm sure you do, from people with like 17 attachments and like 20-page emails and like just rambling on for hours. I'm like, you need to be able to tell your story in 30 seconds or less. I used to have a producer, an old school gumshoe, like the fedora wearing like 1960s sort of person. And he would say, I can cut the Lord's Prayer, which sounds horrible. Like, why would you edit something down? But you have to be able to tell your story. You have to be able to communicate and tell a story in very few words. That's part of the requirement of being a journalist, regardless of what era we're in, AI, Instagram, Elon Musk, doesn't matter. You have to be able to communicate it, and it's an art. It's an art, and you have to do it justice. In other words, you can't use any words to describe something. You have to use the right words in the right order. And it's very difficult. It is the most difficult thing about what I do. And most of the people even work for me struggle with this. I mean, horribly so. And they'll transcribe the whole thing. I'm like, guys, I don't need a 10-page transcript. No one's going to read a 10-page transcript. Please show me what the lead is, the LEDE lead, the first paragraph, the headline. That's an art form in the same way of being a poet or a thespian or a musician. Journalism is not political. It's artistic. It's the good, the true, and the beautiful. And the problem in journalism is you have all these power-hungry narcissists in the profession, not people who are artists. And that's what you need. And that's what I am. And that's what the best people are. They're one of my colleagues was in Oklahoma with me. She was the co-lead, and she's a singer. And I think these are the sorts of people that I need to attract, because these are the sorts of people who can best describe the world around us.
Yeah, and so people that don't know, you actually performed in the musical Oklahoma, which included a highly compressed, rehearsal process and then a performance. Like, that's a big deal, but it actually says a lot about your character. Can you speak on both?
I did Oklahoma and Virginia, outdoor production of Oklahoma, and it was 19 days of rehearsals, 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. because a lot of the actors were working during the day. I donated the salary to Veritas, and I'm definitely an artistic guy, and that's what motivates me is performing in that kind of way, and singing and dancing, and a lot of people don't understand it because that's not how they're wired. And I think we need more singing and dancing and art in our world. I think we need more joy in our world. A lot of people attack me for it. Why are you dancing? Get back to work. Those people don't understand me or what there never would have been. For example, there never would have been a Veritas if I wasn't wired that way. If I was a political animal, there never would have been Veritas. And so I think that was one of the most amazing experiences. One thing I'll say about that is that, so I took like a couple weeks focused on that only. I worked a couple hours a day on journalism, but it was remarkable because it was a vacation. Even though it was so intense, it was like I was exercising one muscle. I wasn't, responsible for everything for a couple weeks. And I think I'll probably do it every other year. I'll probably do a musical or something like that. Maybe I'll make my own musical about what I'm going through and do that.
So Jim Rickards has just recorded a video that's not available to anyone in the public, and he's going to be talking about how this upcoming recession is going to be fast, it's going to be bloody, it's going to be nasty. But at the same time, he's going to show you how you can position yourself to profit from all of this chaos. Now, we've made this video only available to our viewers. Go to londonreal.tv/Jim. Watch that immediately. I can't say enough good things about Jim Rickards. He understands the global economic system better than any guest I've ever had on London Real. His predictions are almost uncannily true, and you can learn how to profit from his vision, from his expertise, and his understanding of economics. So go to londonreal.tv/Jim or click the link below. It's an excellent, excellent look on what's going to happen in the future and how you can position yourself to profit from that. Jim is one of the best in the business, one of my favorite guests on London Real, and he's very, very good at predicting the future and showing us all to profit from it. So click the link, and I hope you enjoy. Hey, it's Brian Rose, founder of the DeFi Academy. I've told you my 4-week crypto bootcamp is amazing, but don't take my word for it. This is what my students are saying.
The DeFi Academy was an amazing experience for me. It took me totally out of my comfort zone.
In this course, I was challenged, I was held accountable, and pushed to do things that honestly weren't always easy.
It's been phenomenal, and I can't believe we're already up on our 4 weeks. It has flown by.
Going through this DeFi accelerator by far was one of the best courses I've taken.
You do this course, you really get into the nitty-gritty of the activities that will make you comfortable with decentralized finance.
Thank you so much to Brian and everyone at London Real and the DeFi Academy for even putting together an amazing course like this.
Anybody else that wants to do it, please sign up. It is well worth the money.